Methinks our best bet is to make our way into the Forbidden Magic Research Lab through the rear entrance. I know the way. Follow me.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
It would be a wasted opportunity not to make our delivery while we're here.
I only hope the recipient is pleased with our work.
I knew it to be so. You would gather materials here, Master. Can we really afford to carry more?
Few are privy to the goings-on in the Forbidden Magic Research Lab, even among the Batali.
That does seem to be the case. What's more, only a select few are granted entry.
Do the people not question its existence? I should like to know more about its activities, if 'twere me. Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
I suppose all we can do is wait.
No, this is all wrong. What use of pitiful fragments such as these? What we have achieved is sufficient to sway the pawns. But when the time comes to fell the dragon, I fear it may not be enough. Lord Phasus insists we shall succeed, and yet... Ah, a new hand, are you? Have you some business with me? Why? 'Tis an Arisen's. This is incredible. I've never seen such a luster. But why do you possess such a thing? Where did you obtain it? No, never mind. 'Tis of no consequence. All that matters is this. With this alone, I shall be able to craft a superior Godsway, the finest of all created to date. I must make haste that I might deliver it to Lord Phasus even a moment sooner. But wait, no. I have not the Wrymlife Crystals to restore it. Confound it all! Oh, don't be ridiculous. Do you even understand what you're offering? Wrymlife Crystals can only be obtained from drakes. But I suppose I am in no position to decline, even if 'tis a fool's errand. Lord Phasus is satisfied with the Godsway as 'tis, you see. And as I can expect no support from him, you can expect little aid from me. Though I suppose 'twouldn't do to send you away entirely empty-handed. Feel free to take what you require from the laboratory. Now, as I've said, Wrymlife Crystals can only be obtained from drakes and their ilk. Seek one out and fell it, if 'tis within your power. All the better if it happens to be a lesser dragon. You would be solving two of my problems, then. Yes. Is there aught you wish to discuss? I suppose you can be forgiven for your ignorance, as 'tis not common knowledge. Lesser dragons are those spawned of the forbidden arts. 'Tis said that an Arisen is born when they are chosen by the dragon. Lord Phasus hypothesized that the reverse might also be true. He believes that the power of the Arisen, and thus the Godsway, could be employed to call a dragon into being. I'll spare you the details, but in essence, this experiment resulted in the creation of lesser dragons, so named because they pale in comparison to the true dragon. Of course, The common folk could never tell the difference. Inferior beasts they may be, but their capacity for causing chaos and destruction is still impressive. Our only real mistake was in thinking that we could control them with the Godsway. 'Tis quite impossible. Most were disposed of immediately, but a small number managed to escape. From what we gathered, one of them decimated a village as it passed overhead. We've not kept track of them, so I couldn't tell you where they might be hiding. Considering the lack of turmoil, I assume they've made their dens far from settled land. Even if you cannot locate a lesser dragon, all is not lost. Wrymlife Crystals can be obtained from other drakes as well. There's naught for it but to start searching. Bring me whatever you can obtain. Yes. Is there aught you wish to discuss? I'm afraid I'm no more equipped to answer that question than you are. I've not the slightest inkling where the beasts might be lurking. Perhaps you might ask the Oracle for advice. As I understand it, she is rather knowledgeable on the subject of dragons.
In a right state.
I shall suffer none to disturb this peace.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Ma.
I enjoy tackling fierce foe. Who might have the answers we need? Should we ask around?
This might be worth a read.
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
Places such as this.
Is this a challenge arisen to see who can keep pace?
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up.
You seem to be in good health. I have a favor to beg. Might you be of aid? Much obliged.
Always sets me to thinking, this place. How's life treating you?
Interested in my wares?
Welcome, and well met. Do come again.
It is most exhilarating to hand over such a sum.
These were necessary expenses, mind. No use clinging to every last coin.
Much obliged. Here. Take this. As a token of my gratitude.
Fancy a look at my wares? Pray if you like.
Or don't. It is all the same to me.
Mayhap you will think this a trifle, but have you always pursued your current vocation over the course of your journey with the Arisen?
Not quite. I was a fighter for a time. 'Tis a balanced vocation, suited to offence and defence both.
Fancy a gander? I've weapons to truth be told. I'm of half a mind to pack a much obliged.
We seem to have arrived without issue, but are we safe here?
This is clearly designed to carry us somewhere. It could prove useful.
I can foresee no reason not to make use of this.
Shall I assist?
I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used to enhance your equipment. I can even mark them on your map. I know where we can find the necessary materials to enhance your equipment, Master. I've noted the location on your map. Lo, a ballista.
Let us make use of this during battle. I've no doubt 'twould catch our foes unawares.
At times, I find myself wondering why we must fight against our fellows.
Be that you say.
Who's there?
use letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early gripping gets the worm, as they say.
You hold the enemy's focus, and I shall strike them down.
Miss, and you shame us both.
Unless I'm very much mistaken, we've got just what we need tucked away in storage. Excuse me? This can't be real. It can't.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
A device of fascinating construction, built to carry freight, and people by the looks of it.
Shall we hop on? We needn't let our feet do all the work.
Shall I assist? Leave it to me.
Should you need to communicate in Elvish, pray call upon me. I would be only too glad to assist. Methinks I know where that individual is to be found.
My magics are at your disposal. Might I interest you in... my humble... see you again.
Get something from our bow. What's crafty here?
Before you earn my spite. I'll have no part in this.
That was impeccably timed, Rhythm.
Patience wears thin.
That's made my day.
Back to it, suppose.
Arisen, aren't you forgetting something? Lay down your arms.
How's this? You keep your life,
take the rest.
Mayhap you will think this a trifle, but
Be ready. Our foes are armed.
leave it to me.
With this, my magics are yours to wield. The creature's corpse will serve us well.
Strike true, lest the beast flee.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Ice!
'Tis clear to me that my fate is to aid you. Ah, but which dragon do you seek? The dragon that stole your heart shall appear before you when the time is come. Surely you do not ask of the so-called lesser dragon. 'Twas slain in Batal by your own hand, after all. If 'tis yet another dragon you seek, then perhaps you ought to search for it yourself. Your feet will guide you no less ably than any revelation on my part.
'Twas an event.
Can it be the path to the dragon has many turns, but I can illuminate the way ahead if you so desire. You will find the path you ought to follow inscribed herein. Would you know the fate of another? You will find the path you ought to follow in... Would you know the fate of... This meeting shall not be our last, Arisen One.
I'll carefully conserve my strength.
Our road was a long one, but here we are at last.
That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
Methinks our travels will progress smoothly on this occasion.
My talents are lost in these townsfolk.
Interested in my wares?
Let my fur lie.
I ought to turn in for the night.
No one around here. I think. Right under us.
Good thing I'm here, really. I know just where to go. I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
You've returned. Have you obtained any Wrymlife crystals? You have? Incredible! That is no small feat. I must admit, I had not thought you much chance of success. Yet here you are. And this is precisely what I require to complete my work. I shan't delay. Come by again tomorrow. By then, I will have produced a Godsway of unparalleled quality.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
Got to sweep and dust before I think of supper.
Lots to do. Precious little time to get up comes for me.
Welcome.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Tastes twice as fine here.
Let's get to work.
Might as well hang about. I'm in no rush.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
They can be most convenient, though they have...
The Godsway is surely complete by now. Mayhap we ought to pay Lord Ambrosius a visit. Say no more, Master. I know just where to find this person, and will guide you there post-haste.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
Oh, it is finished. The result is even more sublime than I'd hoped. I must deliver it to Lord Phaesus at once. Though, mayhap. Now, I cannot leave this in your hands. I may not be fleet of foot, but only I can do this. Wait, I've changed my mind. You take it. Deliver the blade to Lord Phaesus. You ought reach him in time.
Go now. Make haste for Moonglint Tower. There your journey will come to an end, one way or another.
That's right. I must fetch those papers.
Then I wish you good fortune.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes. Nothing's coming to me, Master.